Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Friday, May 5th, 2023. Today we're pulling from the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Three of Cups. So celebrations, Mother's Day is next weekend. Maybe because you have an extended family, like a lot of people, it's just maybe you do one this weekend and then you do one next weekend. You know what I mean? I feel like Mother's Day should be, you know what I mean, equally distributed. Everyone should feel like they're celebrated, so why not? You know what I mean? They were showing maybe you're going for afternoon tea with your mom or whoever the monarch is that you're celebrating at this time. Sometimes it's just there is a single father, you know what I mean? And it's just you know what? Any opportunity to celebrate all of what they do, why not? We have the Wheel of Fortune. I love the fact that the 4 crows are there. I feel like this is very reminiscent of messages coming in. A stuck situation gets moving, but the 4, we're getting a lot dealing with the home. And I feel like this is where you're going to get potent messages. And I feel like this is where Spirit is talking about how, when they were talking about what the kids studied Viking mythology this year. And they were saying how Odin's 2 crows would go across the 7 realms and deliver the information to him, and that's why he was so knowledgeable. You know what I mean? So I know in my, for instance, with Shane passing, Carrie Fisher actually passed away, and these crows were across the street, and they wouldn't stop cawing. There was 6 of them. So a murder of crows across the street. So we lived, it was 3 in a row. So our middle neighbor went home to go see her mom in Croatia. She came back and literally got the call that her mom passed away. She went back to Croatia immediately. She basically put her bag down and went right back. I think she was back when the neighbor to her left-hand side, the grandfather was a retired firefighter. He passed away. And then Shane passed away in February. And it was just 3 in a row. I was just oh my gosh. You know what I mean? So I'm just it was just, even our landlord was dumbfounded. He was like, I can't believe it. I'm like, yeah, me either. And, everyone was dumbfounded, Shane of all people. But even I was, all of us were, you know what I mean? It's just sometimes I still can't believe it. But it's when you, now that you, the widow fog is gone, the shock and everything else, it's logically it makes sense. The smoking and you smoking more and, eating, out twice a day, 5 days a week. So, you know what I mean? It's just, and there's existing conditions in the family where, they found out literally the day before that, because their dad is adopted, that his stepbrothers all have stents in their heart. So there is a history of family disease, still doesn't make it, easy to accept what happened, but it's what can you do? All you can do is accept it. There's nothing else you can do. You accept it and you move forward, as best as you can. Put one foot in front of the other. Easier said than done, but you'll get there. With determination and dedication, you will be the victor wearing the wreath. We have the 4 of Wands. I love the fact that she's sleeping on a bed of flowers. I'm like, yes, we need rest. That's why I feel like they were saying recovery. Where, I feel like they're, and literally I just got an email from work. Oh, okay. Looks like we're going da-da-da-da, in a couple weeks. I'm like, eh, you know what I mean? So it's just we're resting and then we're getting back into it. It's but I don't mind the money part of it. Paycheck will be a lot nicer, you know what I mean? So I'll take it. But I feel with the 4s, it's they were talking about, especially knocking with the justice card here, going to the courthouse and getting married. They're saying you kind of have don't let your shadow side come in here, but they're you're not reservations. I wouldn't go that far. I feel you got cold feet, but the fact that you're afraid that your partner will not show up. And I'm you know what, honestly, especially one situation, I'm they could have said no and they didn't. They sat there and they're how could I love and support you? Yeah, it hasn't been a bed of roses, what a relationship is. But you guys were able to sit there and move forward and have this beautiful love story. You know what I mean? So no love story is perfect. No love story is the fairy tales. You know what I mean? So, look at poor Shrek. He wanted one day to himself, and look at the living hell that he was just oh, I'll go back to what I had. Because he learned the hard way. We go down to the Knight of Pentacles here. So again with the home, with the door, but the money You know what I mean? I feel like it's just like you have so much money, your bag breaks open. And I feel like this is, like I said, I dare to say, like, are we being rewarded for what we did during that time? It was just like this cosmic, karmic energy. Like, it was like crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like how we behave. And it's like, it's not so much a test. The universe is like, are you who you say you are? You know what I mean? And I feel like this is going to unfold for the next 4 to 5 years. I definitely feel 4. Because it's like, what did you do in this time? Were you an asshole? Were you, oh, excuse my language. Were you a butthead? You know what I mean? Did you do the right thing? You know what I mean? Or did you actually back up who you boast, who you say you are? You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, you know, a lot of, like, yeah, sometimes we act out in a certain way. Like, I've been exhausted. I've been burnt out. And it's just like, ugh, you know? Me and my girlfriend stayed up late last night and we're like, let's just get this finished. We got to get the training done by Friday. And we're just like, let's just get this done. You know, she was on there and it just motivated me. It lit a fire under my butt. Okay, I'm like, okay, let's just get this done. Thank God it wasn't hard. The last one. Because the other one was just like, you know, so I'm just glad it's finished. Because I'm like, oh my word, I was not looking forward to that today. But, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just like you're about to have rewards. Do not overlook things that turn in your favor, you know, manifestations or things you have asked for. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, the more you appreciate the small things, the bigger things will start coming in. You know, because you are more aware of what's going on around you. This is where that song Dianu that we sing, it's always supposed to be sing during Passover. We're actually having a second Passover starting on Thursday night. But it's like, you know, you could only did this, Yahweh, Yeshua, Universe, Divine, Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth. You know, whomever you believe in, your higher self. But you also had this come in. You know what I mean? It's just like you could have only did this. The fact that you even did that, like, you know, Dianu, thank you so much, you know? Love it. We got justice. This reminds me of Lemony Snicket's window here. I feel like third eye chakra. I feel like being more open. I feel the light of the sun. It's just like illuminating. I feel the warmth. You know what I mean? When you're in the sun and you just feel that warmth on your face, it's just so nice to sunbathe in that warmth of the sun. This is where I feel like balance is coming in. You know, marriage, engagement. They're posing. I feel like you're posing for something here. Like a bill. So maybe this is something in the government. Don't want to go too deep with that. You know, but, you know, and the last, look at this one. Queen of Cups, her cup is overflown. Look at it. She's just like, huh? They were saying something about the gravitation pull of the moon. I feel like something's coming in, and because it's going to happen around the full moon, it's going to be that much more energetic, that much more, that bigger. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just, they're showing like a big box, you open it, there's nothing in it. Oh my God, that's so bad. Isn't that the worst? But, I just feel, you know, again, the home here, we're getting a lot of things with home, a lot of 4s. But I feel like it's like, you know, you're just like, kind of like, wow, kind of in shock. Like, wow, this happened. You know what I mean? So I just feel like something's around the corner here. You know, May 15th, I feel like, you know, things are just one after another after another. It's going to feel like, wow, that's what it was worth. You know, that's what it was for. You know, I definitely find time to sit there if you're like myself, trying time to catch up on your sleep. That's why I was just like, let me stay up. I was up until almost 4, and I'm like, let me just sit there and get that done. I was probably up past 4, because by the time I got off of there, I was doing devotion. But it's like, let me get that done, and then I can sleep in, and then get up and do everything I need to do. You know what I mean? And I don't have, that is just like, it's like a weight is lifted. It's like, it's done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to look at it. You know what I mean? It's just, ugh. Because we were supposed to know about this last week, and they only told me this on Sunday. I'm just like, ugh, really? You know what I mean? It's just, I understand everyone's overwhelmed. But, oh my gosh, what a poop show. But, you know what I mean? I feel like this is where you really showcased who you are. You showed up and showed out, and now the universe is about to pay you 10 times fold for it. So, get ready to receive. My Dan King. Sorry about that. They always make stupid noises. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Friday, May 5th, 2023. May the universe bless you good. Have a safe and happy weekend. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.